We love our pets. They're our best friends as we navigate life's ups and downs with a wag or a purr just when we need it. The Royal Veterinary College is there for our pets, home to Europe's largest small animal referrals hospital, with over 200 specialists providing expert care 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The bond between a pet and their person is worth fighting for, and that's the belief that inspired the RVC Memory Tree, a beautiful handmade sculpture standing in the heart of the RVC Small Animal Referrals Hospital, adorned with gold, silver and copper leaves, each one engraved with the name of a beloved pet, and each one funding the extraordinary work happening there every day. For just £10 a month, you can dedicate a leaf in the name of your pet, celebrating your pet's life, whilst also helping to fund life-saving treatment and care for animals in need. Visit rvcact.com/memory tree to dedicate a leaf today and let your pet's memory live on.
Hello, and welcome to It's a Fandom Thing. I'm your host, Erin Marlowe, and each week I'm joined by a panel of guests to discuss all things fandom and pop culture, primarily from a female perspective. You'll find everything from fanfic to cosplay to Schitt's Creek to Supernatural and everything in between. So put on your favorite piece of fandom merch, set aside that fanfic that you're writing about your OTP, and sit back and enjoy this week's episode. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Pop Culture and Fandom News. I'm your host, Erin Marlowe, and on Friday's episode, yes, we are staying in that I want to puke every time I start saying it. In that patriotic mode with a discussion of Top Gun. Top that, everybody. And we are also kicking off a little mini Tom Cruise celebration. I know, words you never thought you would hear, but I happen to enjoy watching Tom Cruise. I know Tiff agrees with me. Paula's on all these episodes, but Paula doesn't agree. But Paula is in every single episode, which is bizarre.
I mean, I like some of his movies. I don't like him, okay?
Yeah, I don't like him off screen, but like Tiff and I have talked about, I think he's a fantastic actor and he's so much fun to watch. And yeah, so we're going to be doing Top Gun, and then we're going to be talking about Mission Impossible and then Jerry Maguire. All those movies are also celebrating kind of anniversaries, so it's kind of why I picked those. Top Gun, believe it or not, is turning 40 years old. Whew, I felt old with Independence Day turning 30 last week, but this makes me feel older. And then Tiff and I are going to be doing a special Patreon bonus episode talking about Collateral, the movie for which Jamie Foxx should have won the award, not Ray. You know, we'll probably discuss that too. So if you want to hear that one, you want to become a Patreon supporter today, link in the show notes or go to our website. It's afandomthingpod.com and click the Support Us tab. But we're going to go ahead before we talk about Tom Cruise. I know all of you are like, you're talking about patriotic stuff. What the hell is going on with this podcast? What happened to all of you? I swear it's still us.
Blame it on the heat.
Yeah, blame it on the heat. This is the only time this will ever happen in this podcast where we like cover like back-to-back patriotic things, at least as far as I know. I don't know. But before we get into that, we are going to go ahead and talk about some pop culture and fandom news. Paula, what is one thing in fandom or pop culture that you want to talk about?
So I want to talk about video games. I was going to go on a rant this week, but I'm going to save that for next week because I need to dig into some stuff and learn some more things about the video game industry. But this week, I'm going to talk about a video game that I've been playing recently called Windrose, which is a ton of fun. It is a pirate survival game that's available on PC only right now. It's still in early access. You can find it on Steam, and I think there's another PC gaming site that you can find it. But if you look it up online, you can find out. Anyway, so it's a pirate game, and it's co-op, and you can build ships and go sailing and fight pirates on the sea. There's boss fights. There's kind of a mystery of what's going on with your character. You fight Blackbeard's pirates. There's some different factions that you can gain reputation with, and there's all kinds of things to buy to like build and decorate and build a base, and it's a ton of fun. and we're having a blast with it. And one of the things I really like about this game is the developers have decided that they're not going to do PvP, which is player versus player type things. And I am so grateful for that because every game seems to have a PvP element to it. And it kind of sucks the fun out of the game when you have to either actively avoid other players or just not play a game because that's all it's about. And it seems to be something that a lot of games cater towards the PvP players. And I'm sorry, but that group can be very toxic and I like to stay away from it. And this community there's just a different vibe with this community because we don't have that element in it. Like there's people that are asking for PvP, but the developers have said, no, we're not gonna have that as part of the game. So yay, when, we get something that we get to have fun with and not have to worry about jerks coming in and ruining our fun. So hopefully the developers will continue with that. And yeah, so if you like piratey things, you like building bases, like I said, you can co-op it with your friends and play with your friends. It's a ton of fun. So check that out if you like games.
That's cool. So Paula, I'm sorry, what was the name of that game again? Was it Windrose? Because I was writing it down and I wasn't sure if I heard you. Okay. Cool. And then I can't wait to hear what you have to complain about because next week. And it's in gaming as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because see, I have things about, like I have I don't even write this stuff down, but in my brain bank, I have stuff that fits with different panelists where I'm like, okay, I have a feeling someday they'll be talking about this. A panelist will be into this. I don't know. And so for you, I'm like, okay, if we're ever going to hear anything about gaming, it'll be when Paula's on. So every time you're on, I'm like, I wonder if Paula's going to talk about gaming because you're the only one. Well, you're not the only one. There have been other people, but you're the main one that ever mentions it. Just like it used to be that Eshell was like the book person and stuff like that. So yeah. And that's cool that they're not doing the player versus player. That's what the PvP means, right? Player versus player.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Look at you with your knowledge, Erin.
I play like these mobile games. Like I play these like mobile like match all these colors and clear the board. Like this one that's like, oh God, what is it? It's so stupid. It's like Yarn Fever.
Oh, I love those type of games.
Oh my gosh.
Those are ones.
I love that game.
You play that game too, Tiff? And you play those two, Paul? Yeah.
It's so soothing.
It is, isn't it?
So soothing. Yes.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one playing.
I love it.
I love it when I can clear one without having to add another basket. That's what always makes me feel successful.
Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying.
Well, I'm glad that the person who really knows all about gaming is also playing it too, is also playing those kind of games too. So I don't feel like completely, because I'm like, should I mention this to everybody that I play Yarn Fever?
Oh, there's this one. It's like hex something or other where you've got these little hex tiles and you have to clear the board with them, and it's like a puzzle because like you have to move this one before you can move this one. And I will lose hours playing those dumb games. I love it.
We're all in the same boat there.
Oh yeah.
We're all in this together.
So Tiff, other than Yarn Fever, what would you like to talk about?
Yes, my ever growing devotion to Yarn Fever and Merge Colors. I love that one too. So great. So dear daughter and I watched Enola Holmes 3 on Netflix. And the first two are they're so charming. They really are. They're just a lot of fun. It's a little, it's a little mystery. It's a little romance. It's really, really cute. It's the same director for the first two. The third one has a different director and the vibe is just not right. It feels off. A lot of it, I think, is Millie Bobby Brown has lost her touch, I think. So it's not just a problem with material. I think that she is not quite as effective anymore as an actor. And I'm trying to figure out the why. It could be because she's just older now and the sparkle has lost its sparkle a little bit. I'm also, I'm really, really loath to talk about people's looks, but it's a little disconcerting how different she looks from the first two. And I don't want to ever say that somebody definitely, absolutely had some type of work done, but I'm going to say she's definitely, absolutely had some work done, and she's 22, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. So it's not as, it's just not, yeah, like Sloan said, the vibes are off. The vibes are not right. So out of 5 stars, I would give it probably 2.
Ooh,
Yeah, I give it 2.
yikes.
Yeah. Yikes is right. Yikes on bikes.
Yeah, I haven't watched that series, but when you were talking about Millie Bobby Brown and the way her appearance and everything, I have debated about when or if we should talk about, like, there's like real skinny is back in Hollywood, like super skinny, like
Yes.
unhealthy skinny is back big time. You look
Yeah.
at some people and they look like it's really terrifying. And it's hard because there's a part of me that's like, you don't want to play into that judgmental thing, but there's a part where I'm worried.
Right.
I'm honestly worried someone's going to die, to be quite frank. And
Yep.
so it is worrying. So I'm toying with the idea. Toying with the idea sounds so weird, but I'm contemplating covering that maybe next year during our topic month, talking about that, because I do think it's an important issue, especially for a podcast like ours to talk about. But I want to try and be as sensitive as possible with it, because we all know you can't just look at somebody and know for sure. I mean, a lot of times you can with when people have work done, but with the weight loss stuff, you can't know for sure why that's happening. Like with Chadwick Boseman's appearance, that was for a very, very specific medical reason. So I always want to be very
Right.
careful with that. But I understand exactly what you're saying, Tiff, because you can tell, you'll look at people. There are, like, even before this, like, you would look at people like, say, speaking of Top Gun, say Meg Ryan, and you look at Meg Ryan and you're like, I can't say for sure, but it definitely looks like she's had a lot of work done. And you look at the difference in the way it looks and the expressions and everything that's required with acting, and how sometimes it feels limiting,
Exactly.
frankly.
Like, I honestly felt like she could not emote in any type of way. Like, it felt like her face was frozen
Yeah.
for like these emotionally fraught situations and scenes in the movie, and her face is not moving. There's not a wrinkle, there's not a squint. She feels like she's trying to cry and there's nothing happening. I'm like, do your tear ducts not work anymore? What is happening? What is going on right now? It's very, very disconcerting. I'm like, you're 22. You're 22 years old. I don't know who told you that something needed to be done, but they were wrong. Like, they were wrong big time. And when my kid is saying something about it, come on. 15-year-olds are not generally the most the most discerning types and the most detailed people, and she said it. So
We'll definitely have to talk about this at some point, because there is some troubling stuff in my mind going on with that, with the way people don't look healthy to me. A lot of people don't look healthy. But that's too bad that the season went downhill. And I think that also, whenever you get new people working on a show that has been around for a while, it's like a big risk about whether or not the show will still remain the way it was before. It's the same thing when you switch showrunners, stuff like that, like, finding their footing and stuff. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I honestly had so many things I was trying to choose from, stuff that I'm excited about. I was going to rave about Alamo Drafthouse deciding they're going to release, like, they're doing this whole series where they're going to release like films that were in film festivals that never got a distributor, which I think is amazing, because I still am mad about the QR code thing, but a few weeks ago I went to a movie at AMC just to see if maybe I could deal with switching. And I know I'm very, very privileged that I get to go to Alamo, but the difference in having to sit there through commercials forever and then like 10 minutes of commercials before even the trailers started. And that's at the start time of the film. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. I can't do this. So Alamo has totally trapped me with the fact that, like there's a manager there, knows me every time I'm in there. He's always like, hey, welcome back. Nice to see you. You don't get that, at the other theaters. So despite that, but anyway, sorry, that was a little tangent there, but I don't want to, be like, oh, the Alamo's the best thing in the world. Because no, the QR codes, they shouldn't have done that. But I still appreciate going there because of the, curated pre-shows, like the one for Supergirl was really cool and all of that kind of stuff. And I like that they're doing this where they're releasing movies that probably would never, ever get a chance to be seen by the public. And I think that's amazing. But what I'm going to mention is John Oliver being on 2 soap operas. This has made me beyond happy as a person who watches soaps and has watched soaps since she was a little girl. And one of those soaps is Days of Our Lives. And he's going to be on Days of Our Lives. I still watch that every day. And to know that he's not only going to be on Days of Our Lives, but he's also going to be in General Hospital. We're recording this on the 4th of July. And I guess his first episode's already aired for General Hospital. His episodes for Days of Our Lives are going to air in August. And this makes me so happy that soap operas were like, yes, you can come on, John Oliver, and be the most ridiculous character. His hair is like, basically, he's said on his show, it's like I dipped it in an inkwell. And he's walking in General Hospital. I haven't watched the episode yet, but I stopped watching General Hospital a long time ago, but like decades ago. But I'm going to watch the ones where he's on. But if you see like a still shot, he's walking and he's got like, he looks like he's like some like criminal. And he's got these people with like, Uzis practically like walking by him, and he's got this suit on and he's got like his hair is jet black. And I've seen, still shots of him on Days of Our Lives, and he's acting opposite E.J. DiMera. If you watch Days of Our Lives, you know the DiMera family, Stefano, who the actor sadly passed away a long time ago. And Stefano was like had always been like the big bad figure in Days of Our Lives and the DiMera family as well. And so I'm very excited to see what he's going to be doing with the DiMera family. I think that's perfect for what he wanted to do. And he's also got the jet black hair again. And it's just making me kind of giddy because I understand why people put down soaps. I get it. But between this and Ryan Gosling raving about Days of Our Lives and Deidre Hall earlier, and he's going to be visiting the set, and fingers crossed that he actually does something on the show, it's giving some kind of validity to soap operas, because whatever you want to say about soaps, they do some stuff that I don't agree with, like trying to redeem rapists and serial killers. Literally on Days of Our Lives, there's a couple they're not on right now that got married, and the guy she married is a reformed serial killer. I am not joking, which that makes zilch sense.
He's not reformed. He's just put that on the back burner for now.
I know. And they're like one of those like super couples. Like,
Oh,
people
God.
love them. I cannot stand them together because I'm like, he's a serial killer.
He's just waiting. He's just waiting.
Lying in wait like a shark.
Right?
So I get that. But soap actors work so hard. They work harder than most actors. They have to learn so much dialogue and so many things really quickly. And they don't get a lot of takes or anything. And yes, some of the acting might not be that great. I do think there are a lot of good actors in soaps, though. And a lot of great actors started on soaps. And so to see like someone like John Oliver and Ryan Gosling and all these people talking about soaps and how much it just kind of brings me joy, because it puts soaps back in the spotlight, because so many soaps have ended because of streaming. General Hospital and Days of Our Lives, and there's Beyond the Gates is a new one that's on Paramount. It's part of CBS, but it's on Paramount Plus. You can watch it there. And then there's like, I think Young and the Restless is still on. And yeah, it is. And so there's like very few soaps on anymore. And so to get a spotlight again on kind of a dying industry in a lot of ways makes me happy. So that's what's really, really brought me the most joy. I had so many things to choose from, but that one brought me the most joy because I love it. I just love it. And I can't wait to watch John Oliver on days. And I'm going to watch the General Hospital ones just for him. So yeah, I'm like, please don't let me get hooked on General Hospital again because I watch one soap and that's enough. So I'm excited about that. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to learn how to rob a bank. Well, no, we're going to watch a trailer for how to rob a bank. A new movie with, there's a bunch of other people in it too, but I'm just mentioning him because I know he is a favorite on this podcast with a lot of people, and that's Nicholas Hoult. So we will be right back with the trailer for How to Rob a Bank.
Sometimes us men don't think much about what we wear, particularly in the summer months. You find something that's not too hot, put it on and repeat until it falls apart. This episode is sponsored by Quince, and they are changing the game for men this summer. Quince makes high-quality essentials in genuinely good materials, like breathable European linen and soft organic cotton, priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They do that by working directly with ethical factories and cutting out all the middlemen. You're paying for what it actually is, not what it's been marketed as. Their European linen pants and shirts are the kind of thing you pick up as one item and end up wearing 3 times a week, starting from just $34. The tees are soft and actually fit well, and the lightweight cotton sweaters are genuinely useful when summer evenings turn on you without warning, as they tend to. And they've gone well beyond clothing. Custom upholstered sofas, ceramic cookware, premium bedding. It's become the kind of brand where you end up recommending it for everything, which is either a good sign or a sign you've become a person who recommends brands. Either way, for a man like me, the linen shirt is a game changer. You can wear it an embarrassing number of times this summer, and it never goes out of style or out of comfort. If you've been getting through summers on the same approach I used to use, then Quince is the upgrade for you. Elevate your summer wardrobe. Go to quince.com/wizardio for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/wizardio for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/wizardio.
Okay, it's that time. Hit pause on us, click play on the link in the show notes, and then when you hit play on us again, we will be sharing our thoughts on the new movie, How to Rob a Bank. Okay, so we just watched the trailer for How to Rob a Bank, which this is one of those trailers that I think gives way too much away. Number one, I know we'll probably talk about that, but just mentioning that. So, Paula, was this your first time seeing this trailer? And then are you going to go learn how to rob a bank? You're not really going to do it. But
It was my first time, and this looks like a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to see this one. You had me at Christian Slater.
So not at Nicholas Hoult?
I'm sorry. Which one was Nicholas Hoult?
The blonde.
Okay, I figured.
He's not normally blonde, so maybe that's...
Maybe that threw me off.
You're not one of the ones I'm like, I thought everybody on the podcast. My mind is just blown right now.
Oh. Crazily enough, I don't get to watch as much movies and stuff as I used to, so I'm not up on all who the new people are. That's how long it's been since I've been up on who the new people are. I am so far behind on current people. So, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun and also have a kind of a relevant message that's gonna kind of be a tearjerker. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see this one.
Awesome. So did you see Renfield? I'm trying to find a movie that you would have seen.
No.
Did you see Renfield?
No.
Did you see The Menu?
No. I saw clips of it.
Did you see, oh my God, how am I forgetting the name of it? The zombie love story one? Tiff.
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was a good one. Shoot, what's the name?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm
forgot
forgetting the name of
too.
that one. I love that movie so much.
It's so good.
Oh my
Me
gosh.
too.
You didn't see Nosferatu then.
Mm-mm.
I'm looking it up. Did you watch Supergirl?
Not yet.
I mean, not Supergirl, Superman.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
He plays Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he does play Lex Luthor in Superman.
Oh, okay.
And the new
okay.
one.
All right. I know.
You know who he is
I
now?
know who he is now.
Oh, Warm Bodies, Aaron.
Yes, thank you. Warm Bodies. It's fantastic.
Oh, so
That's
good.
from 2013. That's how far he got to start in About a Boy as
okay. I know of that one as well. I haven't seen it, but yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just blown because I think of him as like a favorite of the podcast.
Like, if you showed me a picture, I couldn't tell you his name, but I've seen him in things.
So Tiff, who I know Tiff is a huge fan of Nicholas Hoult. So
I am.
Are you going to go learn?
Am I going to learn how to do this? I'm pretty sure I think I will take some tips and some tricks from them. I'm agreeing with you, Erin, 1,000,000,000%. This trailer, why are you telling me everything? I don't want to know everything. I don't want to know everything.
Yeah.
Like, leave some mystery, leave some hints. The only thing at this point in time that I know is that, okay, they have a motivation for doing this. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. You just told me that there's a grudge against probably the last bank that they're going to rob, the one with Christian Slater. So stop telling us everything, movie trailers. Stop. Give us some mystery. But
yeah.
Big time Nicholas Hoult fan. Really, really like John C. Reilly. So yeah, putting it on the list. It's on the list.
Awesome. I have actually had this trailer saved I have a playlist for trailers for a long time. And it's just been like something else like fit better with whoever was on or fit better with the time or something like that. Or like the movie was coming out sooner and this one's not coming out till September. So, but I did want to eventually watch this because of, the Nicholas Hoult thing, although, but the other reason is because of the subject matter of it. And, this trailer though, we've gotten so fortunate lately that some of the trailers we've been watching haven't given away a lot. But this trailer is basically giving you almost the climax of the movie is what it looks like. We don't know this for sure, but I think you can kind of guess that. But I still want to see it. I know there are a lot of movies coming out lately and have been for the past decade pretty much, but especially in the 2020s that deal with capitalism and the effects of capitalism. The Menu, which I briefly mentioned, is another great one. That movie is fantastic. Fantastic movie. You can listen to a Patreon bonus episode Tanya and I did talking about that. And also, since this movie is done by the same person who did The Fall Guy, last year when we talked about Ryan Gosling, Tiff and I did a special bonus episode talking about The Fall Guy. So you can listen to that too. But this looks like fun. Most of this cast, I'm not a big Pete Davidson fan, so that's kind of like, sorry. Every time I saw him, it was kind of like a jump scare. I will be honest.
Really was. Like that, with that mustache? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my God, that like porn stash.
Yes.
Yes. That was a perfect description. It was a bit of a jump scare.
Yeah, that part. No, but I do love John C. Reilly. I really, really adore him. And Nicholas Hoult, of course, that's been established 100 times now, so I'm going to shut up about him. And Christian Slater is one of my first crushes ever. I used to have posters of him all over my room. So he's getting a lot of work recently, so it's interesting to see him. Of course, it looks like he's playing the bad guy, really, which is nothing new for him. But yeah, I will definitely be seeing this. And Paula, I know you have an assignment still to watch Finn Wittrock stuff, but I'm adding to your assignment to start watching some Nicholas Hoult content as well.
Okay, I will accept that challenge. It's slow going, as we all know, but it's there. It happens eventually.
Because I think you'd really, really, really love watching him. So, okay, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to talk about influencers, the Odyssey, and press screenings. So we'll be right back. Okay, so the Odyssey came out. It hasn't come out yet. What am I talking about? Sorry, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. We are the only people, I don't know a single person that's one of our panelists that is hyped for this movie. I know most of you are. I know like AMC sites and other movie sites were crashing because people were trying to buy tickets. Things have already sold out. Everybody is so hyped for this movie. I'm not, but that's not really the point of what we're going to be talking about. So influencers have become a big part of the marketing machine for movies. So the trend has been that studios they'll get ahead of professional reviews by people who are professional critics by inviting like fan site bloggers and influencers and stuff to screen releases in advance. And then letting them post often highly enthusiastic mini reviews on social media. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I saw this very positive review of The Death of Robin Hood or whatever that Robin Hood movie that came out recently with Hugh Jackman. But every critic review I read said it was horrible and it actually kind of muddied the history of Robin Hood and that whole thing and everything. But anyway, so the Odyssey said that critics in major cities will have an opportunity to see the movie in advance of its social media embargo, which is on the afternoon of July 6th, which would have already happened by the time you're listening to this, with published reviews to follow a full 9 days later, and that they would be able to see it and review it and stuff, and that they weren't going to let influencers and these other people see it ahead of the professional critics and stuff. Well, that's kind of like, I guess influencers have seen it and actually did get invited to it. Supposedly they also are on the embargo though, so they're still having to wait the same amount as professional critics. But this brings up a question. Do you think that influencers, Paula, are given too much access to entertainment before professional critics? Like, do you think it should be professional critics ahead of influencers that are going to maybe give it positive reviews, even if they don't really like it?
We have such an oversaturation of influencers for everything that I just wish they would go away. I don't know, because, I mean, personally, I don't see movies based on what critics say anyway. I go more off of people I know and trust their judgment because maybe they have similar taste that I do, or they don't have similar tastes. So I can judge based on how they feel about it, whether it would be something I would want to see or not. But I think there's definitely a place for critics. Now, whether there's a place for influencers, I don't think so, because it feels to me with influencers, they're basically paid to give a positive review. I don't think they're giving an unbiased opinion. I feel that they're basically bought and paid for by the studios to create the hype. And that's their only role, really. So I would rather see critics who are not, I mean, they're still getting paid for their work, but they're getting paid by their publication or whatever. But they're not being paid directly by the studios, as far as I know, to give it a positive or a negative review. They're giving their honest opinions. And I don't feel that is how it works with influencers. I think they're going to pay to they're getting paid to say what the studio wants them to say. So I'd rather see, the critics, the legitimate critics, I'd rather see their opinions over the influencers.
Yeah, Tiff.
They are given way too much latitude. Like Paula said, I don't care what, Mimi, who has been in LA for 4 months and has 2.4 million followers on TikTok. I don't care what she thinks about a movie. I really don't, because there's nothing that she's going to say to make me think that she's really looking at this with a critical eye. And we know the difference between, popcorn films where you're just going because it's a lot of fun. It looks like it's silly. It looks like it's goofy. And then we know movies that have messaging to them and have weight behind them. I don't want to know what they think about the movies that have a message and a weight behind it, because I don't trust that you are looking at it with a critical eye like my friends will. or like an actual critic, like Paula said, who's being paid by a publication would do, and is looking at it like very objectively. These people, these influencers are looking at it subjectively because, like, once again, Paula said, they're being paid by the studio to hype it up. They're nothing but hype men, hype women, hype thems. They are there just to drive the publicity machine. I am not interested in the Odyssey. I think that I'm in the majority with the rest of the podcast crew regarding it, even though the cast is stacked.
Yeah.
It is. I can acknowledge that the cast is very stacked. My very, 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 very one of my favorites, Lupita Nyong'o, is in it, but I just can't. I just can't. It's not something that I'm interested in. And just because an influencer goes and says, yes, 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 go watch it. This was the movie of the year. No thanks. It's not gonna move me. I am an immovable tree stump at this point. It's not moving me.
And influencers are also, you will see it also, we've talked about this before on here about influencers in the space of doing interviews with actors and stuff, and they'll have like some kind of game or some kind of gimmick that they're doing, or their questions have nothing to do with the movie or nothing to do with the art form. And the thing that I think people need to remember is you may think film critics and people that are journalists and stuff like that it's an easy job. But for a lot of those people, they went to school for this. There are classes for film criticism, for film critique, for film study, for writing essays about film, for working on that stuff. There's journalism courses. So a lot of these people went to school, learned this, and a lot of them can't even get into press screenings anymore. A lot of them are, especially if you are a woman, or especially if you are a Black woman or another person of color, forget it. That is even harder. And so when you have professional critics that can't even get in to see the stuff because of all of the influencers, which critics have said it's gotten harder and harder and harder and harder to interview people and to do press junkets, that is a problem because those are professional people. Okay, they know what they're doing. I have been very, very fortunate to be able to interview a lot of people. But I don't think I'm as good as these people that have been doing it for years or anything like that. But I pride myself on my interview skills. I actually think I'm pretty good at it, but that's because I want to really study up and know what I'm talking about. Whereas some of these influencers, you can tell they might have not even watched the thing they're asking about, or they watch the thing they're asking about through their phone or looking at their phone while it's on there instead of actually paying attention. And so to me, it kind of cheapens everything, but it fits with the way we're living, where everything is just like quick and easy. And by that, I mean like consumption and, streaming and everything like that. So while I don't care about the Odyssey, although I'll probably end up having to watch it because I have a feeling it'll be like an awards player, I think it's great that they were trying not to do that, but I think it's kind of disingenuous if they're saying they're not going to do that and then yet they are doing it, even though they're not letting the influencers, say anything. They're having to, have the same embargo. But at the same time, if you're not letting like the professionals get it, it's kind of, which I don't know that for a fact, but I'm just saying it's great that you're trying to be better, but hopefully you really are trying to be better about it. So I think it's something we're going to keep dealing with. And yeah, when I see those things that say paid advertisement on them or, something for like that, and they're talking about reviewing a movie, and I'm like, how's it reviewing a movie if you've been paid by the studio and you're in partnership with them? That's just kind of to me. And I do want to add, though, there are some really intelligent, talented influencers out there. Not every influencer is like this. There are some incredible people that do the work, actually know what they're doing. They actually study. They actually put in some effort with it. So not every influencer is like that. But when the influencers are saturating the market and the professionals aren't able to do their jobs, that's a little, whether or not you even listen to reviews, there's a place for professional journalism, and journalism is already such in danger. So I don't know. So it really kind of bothers me. And I really hope that more people try and follow what the Odyssey is saying it's going to do, even if they're not completely doing it, but try and follow that more and give professional reviewers the space to be there and to do it. So, and not just the white men, okay? Please, not just the white men. So, because that's the other, like I said, that's the other huge problem. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Pop Culture and Fandom News. I'm going to go ahead and close out, and I'm going to have my two lovely panelists tell you where they can be found. So, Paula, what I just realized, and I think it was because we had all of the little technical snafus, I didn't have you both introduce yourselves at the beginning of the episode, so I apologize. I will be better with Top Gun. But anyway, I am sorry, everybody. But I am going to have you close out. So, Paula, one of my co-hosts of It's a Dean Thing, tell everybody where you can be found.
Yes, you can find me personally. It's my sandbox on all the social medias, but I don't really hang out there. I hang out on the It's a Fandom Thing Discord server with all the other panelists and our other co-host Moth for It's a Dean Thing. If you like Supernatural and want to hear us talk about our favorite character, Dean Winchester, and everything relating to him on the show, we go season by season talking about him and the other characters too, but mostly Dean. That is It's a Dean Thing. You can find the social media for that at It's a Dean Thing Pod on all the social media sites. And we have a channel on the Discord server for It's a Fandom Thing for It's a Dean Thing. So yeah, come check us out.
Yes, that is where you can find us, is the It's a Dean Thing Pod, yeah. Our email, though, if you ever want to send us an email, we get like junk emails all the time, is I was so stupid when I set it up. I set it up as It's a Dean Thing Podcast, and I spelled out podcast. I wish I had not done that, because every once in a while when I have to enter it in to like, have episodes go live, I'm like, Erin, why did you do podcast instead of pod? It's one of these things that irritates me to no end. So, but yes, you should go check us out. We are wrapping up season 5, and then we'll be starting season 6, and like I'm trying to go by when it's going to be released, like in the fall, I think. So yeah.
Nice. we tend to record episodes a little early,
yeah,
but yes, we're all giddy about getting to experience Soulless Sam again.
Yeah, that's all of our favorite Sam is Soulless Sam. So Tiff, where can everybody find you?
So you can find me across the socials at Who Is Tiff Is Me, like Paula, mainly on the Discord with the It's a Fandom Pod Thing crew. There's all sorts of goodies in there: film, television, books, theater, pets. So lots of pets. Love seeing the dogs and the cats and everything. And I don't think anybody has anything else, do we? We don't have any guinea pigs. I don't have any chinchillas. No? Okay. Anywho. Yeah, so much fun though. Come and say hello. We'd love to have you.
Yes, we do. Although I fell down a TikTok like rabbit hole. Somehow I got on a page of somebody who has hermit crabs, and I've never knew anything about hermit crabs. And hermit crabs, man, I want to tell you, do not get those from a pet store. You can get them like on the beach. They're like, they give them away for free if you buy like cage for them that's not the right one, and they're in these toxic painted shells, and they die really quick. They can die really quickly. It's horrible, actually. And I guess they like live to be 50 years old. They can live up to 50 years. Oh, wow. They do, like when they shed their exoskeleton thing, when they molt, they go down into this, you have to have particular sand, and they'll go down in there, and sometimes it can take them like months to even a year to fully molt. It's
fascinating.
It's all this fascinating stuff I'm learning about hermit crabs. It's like they eat a lot of animal protein. They change shells all the time. So like they'll like go shell hopping kind of thing. They're very social animals. So if you have one, you should not just have one. You should have at least 2. They love like hamster wheels. They love those.
I gotta say, I never would have thought of a hermit crab as a pet.
Yeah.
Now I'm fascinated and I'm going to have to go down this rabbit hole.
The fact that they like the wheels. So weird.
I know. It's cute. It's actually kind of adorable. The wheel thing. There's this one person who I just started seeing her videos, and she's like this advocate for hermit crabs because I guess it's actually a problem where they go and they catch them and people take them and they've got like these painted shells that are toxic for them and all this stuff. And so she's this advocate for like rescuing them and stuff and learning all these things. Like she's got these huge tanks for her hermit crabs, and it's been really interesting. But anyway, so you can find like a link to one of the videos, and it's a pet thing on our Discord server. But one pet that probably would hate hermit crabs is Fergie the dog. So Fergie the dog is a really, really cute dog that loves horror movies, Abbott Elementary, and true crime. And you can follow her on TikTok at Schroeder and Fergs. That's SCHROEDERANDFERGS. It's long, but it's worth it. To find links to all our past episodes and our social media, including the Discord server that's been mentioned, head on over to our website. It's a fandomthingpod.com. And while you're there, consider becoming a Patreon supporter today. For as little as $3 a month, you get ad-free content, you get episodes a day early, and you get bonus episodes. Like I mentioned earlier in the episode, Tiff and I are going to be doing a bonus episode talking about Collateral. In August, we're going to have 2 bonus episodes talking about the vampire Lestat and the final season of The Bear. So that'll be a ton of fun. And then we'll have some great, great, great bonus content for the rest of the year too. So click the link in our show notes or head on over to the support us tab on our website, which once again is it'safandomthingpod.com. And on Friday's episode, woo, gear up, everybody. Get ready. Get ready for Top Gun. I actually really like Top Gun, but it's just so funny to me that I don't know. So yes, we are going to be covering Top Gun, which is turning 40 years old. So feel old, everybody. I know. I'm sorry. So until next time, remember, it's a fandom thing. Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and free Palestine.